Here is Barack Obama campaigning in Stacey Abrams' state of Georgia on behalf of Senator Raphael Warnock, and he's gently going after Herschel Walker. This is the old Obama, the non-threatening, lovable, and cute Barack Obama.
Let's do a thought experiment. Let's say you're at the airport and you see Mr. Walker and you say, hey, there's Herschel Walker, Heisman winner. Let's have him fly the plane.
That's the old Obama from 10 years ago, right? That we all loved. Herschel is leading in the polls right now by almost 2 percentage points. What's going on? What's going on? Here is Barack Obama campaigning in Wisconsin on behalf of Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, who we hope wins. This is, the old Obama that we all have come to love.
Just because he's a Democrat with a funny name, he must not be like you. He must not share your values. I mean, we've seen this. It sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? So Mandela, get ready to dig up that birth certificate. Get ready. Remember when that's the good old days. Remember when that was the craziest thing that people said? Think about that. Like that wasn't that long ago. Everybody's all like, wow, that's some crazy stuff. Now it doesn't even make the top 10 list of crazy.
Great lines, right? Very lovable, right? But Ron Johnson is running on hate, and he's leading that race by more than 3 percentage points. Here is Barack Obama, almost as the savior of our democracy, someone we can all look up to. I still look up to Barack Obama. I aspire to be like him. He remains a role model to me, despite all the disappointments. And he is a disappointment. I'll get to why he's a disappointment in a second. I love him, but I'm really disappointed with him, especially when he's this good.
No, don't boo. Vote. Nobody can hear you boo outside this auditorium, but they'll hear your vote.
Yeah, I mean, that's great stuff. Great sentiment. Gives me the chills. Is it working? We'll know in a week. It did work for him when he ran for re-election against Mitt Romney. But there's never really been any such thing as the Obama coattails. 2012, when he ran for re-election, the GOP kept the House and the Dems kept the Senate. The Dems did a little bit better in 2012 in the House. They picked up 8 seats. Those, some coattails there for Obama. And the Dems in the House, they didn't get the House back, but they won the popular vote for Congress by more than 1%. But because of gerrymandering, the Republicans keep the House, and so Democrats have to do better than that. Obama knows how to win for himself. I think he has the potential to create wave elections that never seem to materialize. He should have produced the FDR landslide of 32, as well as the LBJ landslide of 64. The man is a superstar. Perhaps the greatest politician in American history. This is what a superstar looks and sounds like.
I have to admit that sometimes going out on the campaign trail feels a little harder than it's used to. Not just because I'm older and grayer. I don't know if y'all heard that. What? I'm sorry, what'd you say? Said I was still fine. Okay. I'm not going to tell Michelle you said that. Although Michelle does agree. She knows. But we're getting distracted. Squirrel.
Clean, too. Clean. Wasn't corrupt. My mother would get robo-cards on Christmas from the Obamas, and she framed each one. I loved Obama. He's a disappointment. I'll get to that in a second. I loved Obama when he was president. And yet, he never won big for the Democrats. Maybe he'll move the needle in Wisconsin and Georgia. I hope he does. But why didn't he win by monumental landslides? What's the problem with Obama? Well, here he is in Wisconsin earlier this week.
Now, remember, the question is, who's going to fight for you? Remember that, right? That's who's on your side, who's cares about you, who's thinking about you.
See, there's the problem with Obama. Who's going to fight for you? Political superstar. He could move mountains, right? Who's going to fight for you? That's what Barack promised to do. But he didn't fight for us. He said he would, but he didn't fight for us. He was elegant. He knows right from wrong. Not corrupt, but he was never willing to fight for us. Showman. And when he got out of the White House, he bought a mansion on Martha's Vineyard. He bought one in Hawaii. He's hanging out with billionaires. He's not hanging out with Christian Smalls. We never see the Obamas marching with the workers. We never see him out in front of an Amazon warehouse fighting for the workers. But every 2 years, he comes down from the mountaintop to charm us, to appeal to our better angels, and get us to vote for Democrats. He's very convincing, but he's not fighting for us. He's not fighting for the homeless. He's not fighting for the unions. He never shows up when workers are protesting. He has so much political clout, and yet he squanders it on deals with Netflix, Jeff Bezos' Audible. He's doing podcasts about nonsense with Bruce Springsteen. He's not fighting for us. He's not going up against Jeff Bezos. He's taking a paycheck from Jeff Bezos, doing a podcast on Audible. He's fantastic, but voters, they don't trust him. Here he is, the same old, adorable Barack Obama.
Mandela's opponent has done more than just about anybody in Congress to spread conspiracy theories about the 2020 election. I mean, he has a gold medal in that event. He said the attacks on law enforcement at the Capitol on January 6th were, by and large, quote, peaceful protests. He did say that the rioters, quote, taught us all how you can use flagpoles as weapons. Now, if that's the lesson you take away from a violent insurrection storming the Capitol, I don't know what to tell you, but I do know you probably shouldn't be serving as Wisconsin's representative to the U.S. Senate. Because that's not how our democracy is supposed to work. I mean, if that doesn't elicit uniform outrage, what will? What does it take?
Right? That's the old Obama. Powerful but ineffectual and weak. That was his presidency, getting very little done. He got some done, but not enough. He played the victim throughout his presidency, asking this question.
What does it take?
Is for you to fight for us. You are a superstar, President Obama. You are perhaps the most powerful political force here in America. You can save our democracy, but you're not fighting for the weak. You're hanging out with the billionaires. What will it take to get Barack Obama to fight for the 99% and not clear out Zuccotti Park, which he did? He speaks a good game. He knows about the 99%. He recognizes income inequality, but he's not fighting for the 99%. We need you, President Obama, to fight for the 99%. I saw a glimpse of maybe, this is wishful thinking, of a new Barack Obama. And again, we really need Barack Obama. Not to run again for president, he can't, but we need him out there, not talking to Bruce Springsteen. We need him out there with Christian Smalls, taking on Howard Schultz at Starbucks, fighting for unions. He moves the needle. He is a superstar. We're going to need him, especially if the Republicans win. We're going to need someone like Obama who can communicate the way Trump can, but only better. We need a new Obama. We need the Obama who existed probably when he was hanging out with the Reverend Jeremiah Wright, who he abandoned. I get it. He couldn't get elected president in 2008, being an angry black man. This is a racist country. I get it. I get it. He is still, like Bernie, a miracle of democracy, but he has not lived up to his full potential, and we need him. We need Barack Obama right now. We need a new Barack Obama. Here is a glimpse of perhaps the new Obama. The new Barack Obama doing what I've been begging Democrats to do for a decade, and that is go after the children of the wealthy. Attack the children of the rich, especially the children of rich senators like Ron Johnson.
And then his adult children bought not one, not two, but 3 private planes, because apparently carpooling was not an option.
That's close. You're getting there. Shame their families. The problem is you and the Democratic leadership has just as many corrupt millionaires as the GOP, if not more. It's a little hard for you to go after the children of the rich when you yourself are rich and only really spend time with the rich. But I'm seeing a glimpse of a new Barack Obama who isn't afraid to hit a little below the belt and go after the children of Ron Johnson. Here is what I think is the new Obama, and this is really the old Obama before he decided to launch a career in politics. This is the Obama we were never allowed to see. He was never allowed to be angry, the same way Stacey Abrams in Georgia isn't allowed to be angry. Maybe we're going to need a little righteous anger from Barack Obama. Not the kind of anger that gets people killed, that gets people storming the Capitol or breaking into Speaker Pelosi's mansion, but the kind of anger that gets Americans off their asses.
Some of you here are on Social Security. Some of your parents are on Social Security. Some of your grandparents are on Social Security. You know why they have Social Security? Because they worked for it. They worked hard jobs for it. They have chapped hands for it. They had long hours and sore backs and bad knees to get that Social Security. And if Ron Johnson does not understand that, if he understands giving tax breaks for private planes more than he understands making sure that seniors who've worked all their lives are able to retire with dignity and respect, he's not the person who's thinking about you and knows you and sees you, and he should not be your senator from Wisconsin.
I like that, Obama. We could have Medicare for all, Barack, President Obama, if you made speeches like that. You don't need to be president. We just need you out there standing outside Amazon, shaming Jeff Bezos into recognizing the Amazon labor union. We need you walking away from that Audible deal with Jeff Bezos. Audible is owned by Amazon. You're doing a podcast for Jeff Bezos. We need you talking this way. You're a superstar. He's not running for president. We just need him fighting for us. Kind of like Ralph Nader. He's a superstar. We need Obama fighting for a livable wage, unions, Medicare for all, the assault weapons ban. Why are you wasting your time, President Obama, with Bruce Springsteen and Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos? You have political capital. Fight for us. Fight for us. And, forget the midterms. Whatever happens in the midterms, the die has probably already been cast. Early voting has started. We need Barack Obama 24/7 fighting for us. When I see his skills, I get so angry at him. Squandered hanging out on Martha's Vineyard. It's not too late, President Obama. Now, you have your money now. You can fight for the working class, for the poor. Pull up Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy, late in his life, toured Appalachia and saw the two Americas. It's not too late, Barack Obama. You don't have to turn to politics. You have to fight for the 99% like this.
And if Ron Johnson does not understand that, if he understands giving tax breaks for private planes more than he understands making sure that seniors who've worked all their lives are able to retire with dignity and respect, he's not the person who's thinking about you and knows you and sees you, and he should not be your senator from Wisconsin.
We need you, President Obama, not to run for office, but to work for the 99%. Please. Please vote. Everybody, please vote. We have a week until the midterms. Please vote. I am repulsed by the Democrats, but I am a Democrat, and we need to keep the House and the Senate and get more seats. The Republicans are fascists.